Fantastic darts we've seen already in Frankfurt here this evening. More to come surely now as Mervyn King and Phil Taylor prepare to enter the Südbahnhof Arena. Let's get them out with our MC John McDonald.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome live to Frankfurt, Germany. Second round action of the PartyPoker.net European Darts Championship. Time to meet our players. Time to meet the King, Mervyn King. Stoke-on-Trent, 13 times champion of the world, it's Phil the Power Taylor.
A big entrance for the biggest name in darts. Phil Taylor and Mervyn King all set on stage. In the commentary box for us, Chris Mason and John Rawling.
Thank you very much, Matt. Phil Taylor 12-1 on with the bookies to win this one. Mervyn King at 11-2. Phil Taylor, as we all know, of course, the world #1 in magnificent form once again this year. 12 months ago, we were all wondering, I think, as he approached the Grand Slam, which of course he won, is the end coming? Is he starting to slide? But at 48, he went away, worked on his game, had a pretty poor start to the year, but then just went from strength to strength, and his consistency throughout 2008, Chris, has been astonishing.
Yeah, I would say this is probably the best period of sustained 100-plus averages I think we'll have ever seen from Phil Taylor. It's absolutely phenomenal. Potentially, if Merv can muster up his form, 42 now, 22-gram data dart, beat Jones 6-4 in a fabulous match. Wayne a little bit unlucky, missed a couple of doubles, but didn't he respond well and finished off with 101 average?
He did, he came in really well, did Mervyn, and of course he has got those victories over Taylor under his belt, admittedly under the shorter distance. This one best of 17 legs, of course, but he has that in his mind, as you heard him saying to Ned in the interview. He's got the mindset that he knows that if he can produce his A game, that could be good enough.
Yep, I was there in Scotland. I watched the match where he beat Taylor this year. Went on to win the title. This is a different kettle of fish, though. This is Taylor's manner.
Well, he will, I'm sure, as ever. It always seems that he is throwing against the darts on the opening leg. Likes to give it away and inflict a bit of pain, doesn't he?
Yep, he wins the ball and then gives it straight away. It's a little mind game. He feels that if he can win that first leg and then hold, which this is the problem when you play Phil, it's actually taking the throw from him. It's hard enough to hold your own, but to try and get one off of him, you're looking at potentially having to hit 9 darters.
He's had 2 9-darters in competition this year, incidentally, in addition to those majors that he's taken, 13 PDC Pro Tour titles as well in 2008. And as we were saying yesterday, if you weren't with us then, earnings already in PDC tournaments of more than 300 grand.
60. Yep, and 2 million overall. Well, just over 2 million. I mean, the guys set records that they certainly will take some beating. I don't potentially think anybody could win 13 world titles the way the game's changed now, and this is the reason why.
Well, here he is, peppering the treble 20 as so often. That's his opening maximum of the match and his fourth in the tournament so far. And straight away, Mervyn King with the darts, remember, under big pressure.
Yep, this is Taylor. Like I said, it's Taylor's manner. He knows what he's doing. He's done it so often to so many players of varying ability. But I mean, the guy's just a genius, and I think he's going to come out and really try to put someone a bit special tonight.
Something just distract him slightly as he looked away to his left.
I think that was a shock at hitting a 1. Did someone open the door?
Atmosphere a little bit more relaxed at the moment than it was during that last match. Goodness me, that's almost got a fever pitch out there, didn't it? Manley scraping his way through. Now Taylor needs a 97 checkout.
Trouble 19 will be his first target. Double tops.
Nice as you like. Nice as you like. And the first strike, perfect finish. And psychologically, he has seized the early initiative, as just you predicted he might.
Yeah, I think we spoke about before about why his averages seem superior to everyone else's, and that's the reason why he wastes so few darts from around 200 down. He's always looking at, at the most 6, but more often than not, it's 4 or 5.
I was whiling away a bit of time the other day trying to think of anybody in any sport ever who's maintained this sort of dominance. You've got to go back to people like old Joe Davis in snooker, haven't you? There's not been too many who've ever done what Taylor's achieved.
Well, what makes him unique is the fact that he set the standards in the late 80s and early 90s, and then went away and raised the bar. And instead of sort of sitting back thinking, well, this is good enough, went back, retrained, moved the bar up again, and continues to do so. I mean, that's what's incredible. I mean, he doesn't need the money anymore. And how he can, I think he's addicted to winning.
It's the adrenaline rush maybe of performance and of trying to set himself new goals. He wants to regain the world title this year. He wants to win the Grand Slam once again, and he wants to be the first name on this trophy, and he's performing superbly again. His match average, for what it's worth, already up over 110 and moving now in sight of another finish.
Yeah, ominous for Merv, I'm afraid. He's not started well enough, and that is just so important when you're playing, well, anybody, but especially important when you're playing Taylor. The first start's got to go straight in that 60.